Oh my god. Oh my god, hey. Oh my god, it's been like so long. I can't believe you're here. What if this like full on turned into an ASMR roleplay? Would that make some people uncomfortable? I'd probably be uncomfortable. Hello guys, welcome back. It's been a fat minute. Do I have an excuse? No. I've been thinking about filming a reacting to embarrassing old pictures part 2. No, you guys loved the first one. I also wanted you guys to know I was a part of a group that did go to Area 51 before the planned September date. And I did manage to kidnap an alien. Be looking out for a video with my alien. I was thinking a room tour. She kind of has her own little nook in my room now. I was thinking for today's video, I wanted to venture back in time a little bit, talk about some of my golden days, some of my good moments in life. I do have a few celebrity run-ins. What can I say? It's like a good party trick to bring up every now and then, and people are like, wait, who is that? And you have to explain like which movie the person was, because they aren't like that famous, but they're like kind of famous. This first story that I want to get into the first celebrity story that I want to talk about was when I met our good white boyfriend, Ansel Elgort. I was 17. I was a senior in high school, and I just want to preface this story by explaining a little bit where I was and what was going on at the time that I met him. I worked at this restaurant. I will not be disclosing the name of said restaurant because of legal concerns. This was a barbecue restaurant. Halfway through working there, I subsequently became a vegetarian, so that when I would get home from work, I would be smelling like straight up beef. I smell like a beef vine was me times 15. Meat stays in the hair for a while. Not taking a shower was not an option. There is a vat of beans in the back kitchen. Every single night, like one person would be designated to go and clean it, and it was always like, oh, like she's gotta go clean the bean pot tonight. There was like a literal hose. This is all inside, by the way, to clean the bean pot with. Needless to say, I had beans all up in my hair, all up in my business. Setting a good preface for this story. I was hosting that night, and I remember it was over spring break, so we were on a pretty decent wait. This one girl comes over the intercom. She's like, have any of you guys ever seen The Fault in Our Stars? And of course, me being like a white teenage girl, like, yeah, what do you mean? And she's like, Ansel Elgort is here. My little 17-year-old heart was racing. Word spread fast. She tells us that Ansel Elgort is here, and I'm like scheming my way and like figuring out how I'm going to get to meet him. My first plan A, is to be the host that like takes them inside to their table. So I tell the girl calling up the buzzers, I'm like, let me know when he comes up, when you call his buzzer, so that I can take him to his table. She calls me up there, and I'm sitting there waiting at the host table for him to show up with his little buzzer. This other girl, who clearly did not know who he was, swoops in and takes the menus, and she starts walking them inside, and she's like,
hi, have you ever been here before?
Plan A is done. We're moving on to plan B. This part of the story makes me cringe so hard. When the girl at the buzzer stand, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I'm so embarrassed. She calls up his buzzer, and they come up to the host stand. She like starts talking to him. She basically says,
I was born in Amsterdam.
He was like,
Okay.
I feel bad for making fun of this, because like what, the only relationship he has to Amsterdam is that he was in a movie, took place in Amsterdam for 10 minutes, right? Like, he was just like, I just want to go sit down, eat my barbecue. And he was there with his girlfriend and his manager. So after plan A fails, okay, plan B. I know he's gonna order dessert at some point. I'm such a conniving little bitch. Since I'm hosting that night, I know which number table he's at, and I know the server who is serving his table. Me, like, thinking ahead, I want to be the one to go and take the dessert to his table. I knew that the girls who were responsible for doing the desserts and taking the desserts out were all like teenage girls, so they knew what was going on. Like, they all wanted to be the one to take the dessert out, but I was like, I need to plan ahead. Like, let's think about this. So I talked to the server, and she is a few years older, so she wasn't like fangirling or anything. But I was like, listen, help a girl out. So we come up with this plan that I'm psychotic. We come up with this plan to where she's going to enter in the dessert. I'm sorry, I'm laughing so hard. She's going to enter in his dessert into the machine, but put it under the wrong table number so that the girls who get the ticket won't be like, oh, this is his table, we'll take it out to him. They'll be like, this isn't his table, and I'll come in and be like, oh my God, like, let me take this out for you, when it's really going to Ansel Elgort's table. You know what I mean? If that didn't make sense, I'm sorry. But basically, I'm a sneaky little bitch. So my camera died. Oh no, we're gonna have to... I'm so sorry. We're making it work. I'm almost done with my story. So the server gives me a heads up, and she's like, okay, in 5 minutes, I'm going to put in the order at the wrong table. This is the table number that I'm putting it in for. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking right now. I'm so sorry. So she gives me a heads up, and I tell everyone I'm going on my break, and I sneak over there and I take the dessert. As I'm walking towards his table, it's like at the very end of this long hallway, and my heart is racing. As I'm walking, I'm like realizing what I'm getting myself into. So I like approach his table and I set the desserts down.
Peach cobbler. Blackberry cobbler.
I don't make any eye contact whatsoever, and I put the food down and walk away so fast, but my heart was racing. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. So that was plan B. Plan C, I was like, if I don't get out of this night with a photo, there's this one server, and her and I start planning. How long was he here for? That I'm like, as he's leaving, like, let's just grab his attention and take pictures really fast. Like, I'll hand you my phone. As he's walking out, she like hands me her phone, and she's just like,
hi Ansel, and like, hi Violetta.
His girlfriend, whatever. I snap a picture of them, super cute. And then instead of like having her take a picture with me, of me with him, I got really nervous, and so I like took a selfie of him and I on her phone, and this is the result. Thank God I was wearing some makeup that day, but I remember I like had to crop out the bottom because I had a huge double chin. That is my story about meeting Ansel Elgort. I've been wanting to tell it for a while. I'm sorry my camera died. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon. Bye!